Hi, welcome to the Body Shop Physical Therapy. I'm Dr. Catherine Price. I'm a physical therapist, and in this video, I'm going to talk about variable resistance training. Before I begin, I'm going to speak a word of life from Psalm 34:4. I sought the Lord, and He answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. So as we age, there's something called sarcopenia, and that is the loss of muscle mass with aging. And we lose muscle mass in our 50s because of reduced activity. And then in our 60s, the nerve actually dies away from the muscle. However, you can do something about this. When you contract your muscle, you then signal what you call the production of neurocell adhesion molecules in the muscle cell that go to the surface, and they tell the nerve, don't die, stay here. And so when you contract the muscle, you create more of those proteins, and that keeps the nerve and muscle relationship. So you can maintain your muscle mass if you give it the right signal or give it a signal. And with women in perimenopause and postmenopause, will tend to lose not only muscle mass, but also bone mass. And I like variable resistance training because you're loading the bone with more force, and it's the bone that we want to load, not just the muscle. So I am a proponent of a supporter of strength training and doing weight training. But variable resistance training I like because it's going to allow you to load the bone with even greater weight when you get to an in-range movement. And I will show you some of those movements. If you're interested in doing a workout with me with variable resistance training, just give me a comment below and I will do another video and do a workout routine where we can go through a full session of variable resistance training. So also, if you have some instability in your joints, let's say you've had an injury where you've got some ligamentous laxity, and sometimes when you do have arthritis or decreased joint space, there's what we call pseudo-laxity, which is false laxity, where the spacing decreases, but the ligaments stay the same, so you get this kind of instability sensation. And when you use bands, it allows to account for that instability. So I do like using TheraBands when there are different things to consider. So let's just take a weight, for example. So if I have a 9-pound, 10-pound weight, and I do a lifting exercise, it is 10 pounds throughout that full range, and it's going to feel different as throughout the range, depending on the muscle tendon length, where it's going to have the best mechanical advantage. If I use a variable resistance, I'm going to be using a band, and this band, you can go up in different band strengths too, so you can really get a good heavy lift with using TheraBand. This is going to be 25 to 65 pounds, and it is doubled. I'm actually going to just kneel on this, and I'm going to do a bicep curl. So when I do my bicep curl, as I go up higher, the resistance is going to increase. So I start here, and I'm going to go up, 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 and it's going to be a higher resistance when I get up high. And that's going to load not just my muscle, but my bones. So I really want that tension to keep the muscle and the bones healthy. So I like the variable resistance in that aspect. I would get even a heavier band to do chest presses, but if I want to load my bone to in range, when I extend, I can start and have a lower weight here, but as I push through that band, I'm going to get that heavier resistance, and I'll get most of that weight at the end range, and that's where I'm going to load the bone and keep the bone healthy. You can do some deadlifts to keep your back strong. So you can start here, and just as if you were lifting a weight, you can use your buttocks, keeping good form, lifting all the way up. You can do rows. So if I'm seated, I can work on my back muscles and do rows seated. There's a number of ways that you can get a good strengthening workout using the resistant bands. So variable resistance is different than just using free weights because it's going to increase in weight throughout that full range. And that's going to help just load the bone and keep the bone strong or help us maintain that muscle mass. So if you're in perimenopause or postmenopausal, consider doing variable resistance as a strengthening workout if you are interested in strength training in those times of your life. And it's a great way just to keep your strength, and you can do it almost anywhere and travel with bands. So it's a great way to stay strong, and you can progress with different strengths of band as well. So I hope this is of help, and have a blessed day. Thank you.